Hello, Nolensville. I'm Katie White, joined by Town Manager Victor Lay, and this is Nolensville News. Today, we're recapping highlights from the Board of Commissioners meeting on Thursday, June 4th, 2026.
One of the most significant actions taken by the board was the approval of the fiscal year 2026-2027 budget on second and final reading. Staff will spend the remainder of this month closing out the current year budget and getting ready to implement next year's budget on July 1st.
The approved budget is balanced and aligns with the town's debt management and fund balance policies, ensuring Nolensville remains financially strong while continuing to invest in infrastructure, public services, and long-term community priorities.
Beginning its investment into the Nolensville Road widening project, the board approved to set aside just over $800,000 toward its commitment of $11 million for the SPP program, of which $500,000 will be paid to TDOT this fall, going toward planning and design of the project. $320,000, or about 2.5% of the general fund revenues, will be set aside in a special account going towards the $10.5 million contribution at the construction phase in 10 years.
The budget also continues the town's commitment to reducing debt ahead of schedule. The general fund will contribute nearly $500,000 towards the fire station debt service this year. Because of these accelerated payments, we're now just 2 years away from having the fire station debt fully supported by general fund revenues, thus freeing up other funds for future projects.
The budget also includes significant investments in transportation infrastructure. The board approved approximately $1.6 million in additional transportation-related expenditures, including $1 million for the remaining right-of-way acquisition needed for the Sunset Road widening project, and more than $600,000 for construction of the Rocky Fork Road Newsom Lane intersection project.
The approved capital projects fund totals approximately $2.8 million. This includes $800,000 designated for the future police headquarters design and approximately $1.4 million for construction of the Chrismon Brown Park.
The board also approved first reading of a rezoning request and a resolution related to a proposed annexation of several parcels on the south side of town along Nolensville Road, commonly known as the Van Slyke property. This property will be contiguous to the town's southern border once the Williams property annexation is complete next month. The rezoning ordinance would rezone the properties from MGA 1 in the county to CD 2 in the town. It will return the board for a public hearing and second and final consideration over the next 2 months.
If approved, these parcels will become part of the town of Nolensville and would receive municipal services in accordance with an approved plan of services. They would also become subject to town zoning regulations, ordinances, and municipal taxes. As always, residents can view meeting agendas, supporting documents, and recordings on the town's website.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Nolensville News. Be sure to follow the town of Nolensville on social media and visit nolensvilletn.gov for updates on meetings, events, and future announcements.